Jimmy here last night and say a few words. And I have such a long association with Jimmy and Maureen. I'd like to thank Maureen and the family for asking me to say a few words here last night. That's what I thought I'd do. I wasn't expecting a mic. Okay. So I believe it's fitting that we would pause here for a few moments at the grave of our dear friend and loyal comrade, Jimmy Kelly, with his wife Maureen, their family, all the extended family of the Kellys, their relatives and friends, and Jimmy's many work colleagues, and indeed people who love Jimmy from all over Ireland, people who met him. He brought sunshine into their lives, and I thought it was appropriate that today we had such sunshine that in death he's entitled to the sunshine that he gave to so many of us during his lifetime. Jimmy rang me from the hospital just a few days before he died. I know he had a bad last week, to warn me of his imminent departure. And he told me it with typical humour that he was in rag order and he had developed pandemonium. The pneumonia was catching up with him. But his death last Saturday, although it was expected by many, it was still a terrible blow to us. And I think he did suffer, despite the fact that he sang to the last. He sang all the way. So in mourning his sad loss, I believe it's equally fitting that we should also celebrate his remarkable life and remember the great joy and the happiness that he managed to share so generously with all of us who knew him. In my own personal case, that friendship with Jimmy extends with the Kelly family as well back over half a century. And during those years, I believe we shared many happy hours together. We've had singing, sharing music, having a jar, or working with trade unionists and friends in the labour movement. We've been friends since the early days of Stéim na Gard coming and the early flacos in the early 60s. That covers quite a period of time. Jimmy had a fantastic musical sense because he sang from the heart, and he infected us all with his huge enthusiasm for life. He lived his music and his songs. He and the late Tom Crean, and I'm delighted they're going to lie close together. Maybe some late night we can go up here and hear the pair of harmonising in the graveyards. They're so close together. They were a wonderful duo in life at union conferences and at many other venues. They were founder members of the Clay Club in Liberty Hall. They were two of a select group which we fondly refer to as the stalwarts of the club. But he also loved performing with the Kelly Gang, the People's College Choir, where he had so many good friends. And indeed, there's very few parts of the country where Jimmy didn't sing and establish friendships. And I was delighted to see in the graveyard, in church today, an old friend of ours who operated the boat to the Arden Islands came up from Arden to be there, and Seamus Begley all the way from Kerry to be there, and a gentleman closer from